What's good? What's poppin'? I am. I'm a. I find it very interesting that people. I'm only saying this right now because I'm exhausted and things keep changing around me. But people always glorify consistency, and I do think that consistency is really important. But I think it depends on where you're measuring consistency. Because I'm a very inconsistent person. As you see that my background has changed, my shirt changed, my mood changes, and it's all in response to what life gives me. Now on and that's on the micro level. Like everyday actions change up constantly. And also I can't do it because mentally I get bored, but also physically, like I don't know how to bring the same version of myself because my life is just so different. Um, But on a macro level, I'm extremely consistent. And I say on a macro level because if you look over the years, I've never stopped trying. I've always tweaked things in order to keep me moving forward. So I had to change the view of my setting, my background, because it no longer aligned with what I was doing yesterday, or I just had this set up for a meeting that I just had. And there's no reason for me to change this whole entire view to the other view that I have because I'm already exhausted. And it's just going to make me more irritating and it may add additional barriers in the way. So in this situation, I was like, I want to be consistent with uploading this video. So that means that little aspects of the video has to change in order for me to follow through. And a lot of times I do beat myself up about this because I want to be consistent and I have this mindset and this understanding of consistency. And I don't think that I oftentimes align with it until I reframe and remind myself, hey, Eddie, it's okay that you didn't do every single step the same exact way. Your goal was to record the video. Did you record the video? Yes or no? Then you're good. But I have to really force myself to just go through it. And I feel really like even now, like I am struggling right now mentally, but I was like, let's just get this done because I wanted to just do nothing. And I don't know what's going on with me right now. It could be the weather. Maybe I have sniffles going on, so I could be getting sick. But today, like that's why it's why it's so important for me to write things down because I'm gonna get ready and review my checklist my to-do list for the day. I do have two to-do lists. I have one for my life, and that can involve things like I'm making sure that I schedule my doctor's appointment, went to the gym, did some reading, did some development, did some spiritual time, which I didn't do spiritual time. So after this, I have to knock it out. But then I also have a list for work. So I block out my schedule for my traditional corporate job, and I have a list of things that I'm going to do for that corporate job. I no longer start. I used to infuse both lists, but that is not the case. My life is so separate from what I do for the corporate world and what I do for my own enterprise, and that's my life. Um, but it really was a successful day because the amount that I was able to knock out on my personal, I knocked out, and then on my work, I knocked out my top three things, and that's okay. But I'm just not feeling the best today. It's not saying that I had a bad day. I just don't literally just don't. My body is drained. I also didn't go to the gym because I was noticing my body was being sore, and that soreness irritated me. And let's jump into this daily insight. I know we already jumped into it, but let's just do the basics. What's going on? It's Elove here, and I'm trying to figure some things out and make some things happen. And today, the thing that has been at the forefront of my mind is just making sure that I define what things mean to me. As I interact with the world, I've learned that I may have a different definition of what it means to be disciplined, what it means to be consistent, what it means to be a friend, what it means to be a coach, what it means to be a client. And I think that whenever I'm interacting with other people, it's important to define those things because a lot of definitions are based off of what communities you're raised in or the culture you're raised in. Also, it just may be based on how your emotions are impacted or what society is telling you over and over again, even though if you literally listen to the word or read the word or the definition, it doesn't align, and like people just go with it. Um, but so now as I step into this world, I'm being really good at executing things in my personal life, but I want to start to guide more people and to allow them to execute things in their lives. And so I have to realize and remind myself, I need to ask questions. So what does this mean to you? How do you define the word consistency? And then how do I define it? No one is right in this situation because it is that person's life and it is my life. And however I choose to define this word, this is what we're going to do. Now, when we're in certain situations where there are some clear definitions that we agreed upon, or if science is involved in it, then we may need to talk. But for the most part, it's your life, it's my life. Whatever I choose is what I choose because I have to live this life. Um, so I and I don't feel good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna rest a little bit. It's Thursday night, and normally I spend time with my friends on Thursday night. Or I give them a window to spend time with them. So I'm gonna go and find the energy to do that. So I'm gonna take a shower, do a little meditation, or figure some things out. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening. I hope that you live the life that you want. And it's not good night because I have more to do, but I hope that you get some rest tonight. And I hope that I get some rest. And all right, later. Bye.